Hi, I'm Joy and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a, well, I was going to say brief, but then I hesitated, which makes me think this is not going to be brief. Oh, man, I'm tired, Spirit. I am not a traditional tarot reader, and I call on the God of my understanding, and I hope that you get a message from whatever beings of light or angels that are here for you that want to come through and have a message. Oh man, there's like a little crack in my screen cover, my screen protector. Man, is that going to be distracting? It's not an orb, guys. It's just, or is it? I don't know. Hopefully that's not too distracting there. So that's my mic. Oh my God, hot mess over here. Hot mess. It's okay. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. We're having fun. We're here to have fun, people. My name is Joy, and I'm here to bring mystical joy to the world in whatever way I can, but primarily this is a channel for spiritual messages. We are not religious here. We just call it how it is. Ooh, 111 on my time, and it's about to be 11:11. Ooh. All right, this is going to be a good reading, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. I almost didn't do this reading, and I was like, no, I promised I was going to show up for you guys every day, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to stay committed to things. So I want to be a leader. I believe that I am a leader in my community, in my family, in my friend group. I believe I'm a leader of my own life, and I hope that by me being committed and showing up here for you every day, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what else is going on, and hopefully bring you a smile and bring you some joy and bring you a message from God or from Spirit or your angels or whoever has a message for you from the other side. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to open up as a channel and to bring the message through. So no matter what, here we are. I'm committed to you. I've already made that decision. Holy Spirit, angels, and beings of light, come through with a message for the collective. Whatever you want to say. We are here to listen. What is the message that the collective needs to know? I feel like we need to pull a few. Do we want a few right off the bat? Okay. I heard that was it. That's it. Oh my God, the Three of Wands has been coming out a lot. With a different interpretation almost every time. So I am not a traditional tarot reader. I just sense into the energy of the cards and bring through intuitive messages or whatever is coming through that I feel called to share. So here we've got the Three of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. What kind of message is this? This feels very different than most of my other messages that have come through. At least on this channel. I've been doing this for what, maybe a week so far? Let me just look at these. Wow. There's something going on behind you that you are not aware of. Something about the back, you know, the back behind you, in the background. And this could literally be something going on with your back. This is random way to interpret, but I'm just looking. Okay, so this first one, and don't worry, I'm going to get into the meanings of the cards, but this is just the first thing that's sticking out to me is all of these cards have something to do with the back. His back is facing, you know, us. In this one, he's laying on his back, about to get, you know, with three swords hanging over his head, three wands here, so 3, 3, right? And then 5 and 10. The Five of Cups, his back is turned to the 2 cups that are still upright. He's facing the ones that are toppled over. You know, here he's not facing the wands that are firmly planted in the ground. He's facing away from them. So you're facing away from the cups that are still standing. This guy's pouting over. He's like, oh, look at these 3 cups that spilled. Yeah, but you still have 2 standing. And this guy, he's looking out, you know, facing away from the wands that are planted. Like as if, okay, I started building a foundation here, but now I'm looking out to that harbor. I see the ships coming in and I'm feeling called to the water. What is this, Moana? Spirit is funny sometimes because I am a mom of 2. I have a 13-year-old and a 4-year-old, 2 beautiful daughters, and sometimes the references that come through, because Spirit has to use, they got to use what they got, right? The universal language is symbolism, right? So symbolism through what is already around me, which is like Disney movies and kids songs. So sometimes the references that come through, have to forgive me, but the parents on here, you're gonna love it. So anyways, something about back to the water or drawn to the water. Maybe you're a Cancer, maybe you're a water sign, maybe I just recognized he's facing the water. He's facing the water where the ships are coming in. The 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back, right? So we got the betrayal. Someone laying on their back, ready to get stabbed by 3 swords. My goodness. And even the guy that's laying down there is facing the water. Even in death, drawn to the water. The water of truth. What is this in 4 of Swords? Now he's not actually, oh my gosh, that was way too many. Top and bottom. I just heard top and bottom. Okay. Chariot. And the 5 of Pentacles. So Chariot is something coming in really fast. So the 4 of Swords is coming in really fast. And it's the 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to open the book on this one. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I like to check sometimes and supplement the intuitive reading of the cards. But I am learning still the tarot. So let's check it out. You know what? Let me look at this for a minute before I look the book. So how does this connect to this, Spirit? These are like a pair. Even though this guy is laying on his back, he's stabbed in the back. His back is facing us. His back is facing these cups that are still standing. So there's still an opportunity. Don't focus on the 3 that didn't work. The 3 that didn't work. 3 wands that didn't work. He's looking to the harbor for new opportunities, new ships, new journey towards the water, move towards the water. The key is in the water. The key is in the water. Even in death, look, he got so close. Ooh, I just got chills. The first card out was the 3 of Wands. And he's really far away, but he sees the ships in the harbor and he's still clasping on to that wand. His back is facing them. He's looking to the ships. He's looking to the water, but the water is really far away, right? So this is like, there's there's a foundation or something that seemed to be solid, that seemed to be like a direction you were going in life, and then now you're like, I'm feeling called to something different, right? Something maybe unknown, something fresh, right? Water is life-giving and nurturing and growth. And ships, right? The ships here, it's like new opportunities, right? They can take him to new opportunities. And then you get closer to the water, right? He's closer to this body of water, this waterway here. And he's turning and he's looking and he's like, but those, here it's 3 wands, right? But here it's 3 cups, and he's like, oh, they're spilled over. What have I done? I've left those wands behind, right? Because the cups is the emotion. So maybe there's some regret coming up, but you're getting so close to the water. And then here, so close to the water, right there, boom, 10 swords in the back. Take him down, but he's looking at the water. He's already seen what he needed to see. He's already gotten to where he needed to go. And even betrayal couldn't stop him from seeing the truth. The waters of truth. He made it all the way. And then, that's incredible. And this is, I apologize, graphic. I hope YouTube doesn't take this down. But even in death, right? This guy looks like, this is, what are those called? Like a tomb, you know? Like he's made out of stone. And this is his coffin. His tomb. And even then, well, that's when these show up. The Chariot and this and the 5 of Pentacles. And what's interesting is here we see in death, right? There's that stained glass window. And here they come. 2 people with the stained glass window in the back there. What is the 6 of Pentacles? They're coming in fast, right? Chariot is fast moving. But who are these people, Spirit? Who are these people with the 6 of Pentacles? 5 of Pentacles. Hold on. Is this a, what am I missing here? So you walk away from the 3 and you get to the water, but then there's 10 swords in the back. So then why is this a warning? Who are these 2 people with the 5 of Pentacles? Did they sell you out for 5 Pentacles? That's, nothing is worth that. You just don't do that. But what did they get for it? Nothing. Because they're still in rags. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles foretells material trouble above all, whether in the form illustrated, that is, destitution, or otherwise. What is this message? Someone betrayed you. The end of that card, it said it could also mean lovers, wife, husband. A card of love and lovers, wife, husband, friend, mistress. Also concordance or affinities. So then the 4 of Swords. Retreat, solitude, exile, tomb, coffin. Yeah, that's what I was saying, but that's coming in fast because you were stabbed in the back. Okay. So is this what already happened? I just heard yes, yes. Okay, so what now? Okay. We're going to use some of these channeled messages. These are just intuitively channeled messages. Sorry, I just got a notification. Okay. That was random. I don't notice the notifications that are popping up on my phone, and that one just happened to catch my eye. So there might be something about a message that you're going to receive. Spirit, what do you want? Oh, that one flipped. What do you want them to know? Slow your breath and calm mind. Slow your breath and calm mind. Okay. What do you want them to know about this past situation that led to like destitution, destruction, through betrayal? Jeez, that came in so fast out of nowhere. This is very sticky, this deck. Let me see. Not literally gross. I just mean it doesn't want to shuffle nicely. I gotta get some better cards. Bear with me, people. Listen, if this is someone from your past that betrayed you and caused you to lose to did they take those pentacles from you? You made it all the way to the water and then had nothing to show for it? What is up with that? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know about these two people that betrayed them? I'm just going to listen for a minute. The name Beatrice might be significant. Robert. The Judgment card is coming into my mind. Okay, I'm ready for a message. Is that it? Was this a warning? Oh, not this. Okay. Sorry, Spirit. That took a while. I just heard not this deck. I guess they only wanted to get the calm mind and slow your breath. How funny. How embarrassing. Oh my god. I told you guys I'm new. What just flipped over? Ah, the Eight of Wands. The Eight. So these wands, first of all, there is no person on this card. And it almost feels like this is the backup that's coming in. So 1, 2, yeah, 8. It feels like there's backup coming in for you. maybe to rectify this situation that wrongfully happened. I just heard yes. Okay. And on the split, we have the 9 of Pentacles. And he's literally giving coins to the people at his, I'm assuming, poor people at his feet. Literally just here. Benevolence. That's what's coming in. Backup and benevolence. That's what I'm going to name this reading. Backup and benevolence. That's what's coming in for you. Hang tight. You're not actually, this is not, I think this was just more of a warning of like, Spirit has seen that you've been through it. You've been through it. People have done you dirty. And it may have come as a shock. Like the Chariot is a fast energy, right? And it may have led to this 4 of Swords. It's not the Death card, but I am reading this as like, that is his tomb, right? That's his tomb. And I almost feel like these 3 swords are over him, like as a warning from the other side, or from whoever is in opposition, of like, look what can happen to you if you don't. I just heard color in the lines, play by the rules, right? Watch out, you might get 10 swords in your back, right? But it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for whoever came up against you. It wasn't worth it. And they're having a rough time. Look, they're in rags. They're in rags. And they're like slinking past this looks like a church window, right? And here's the church window. So even though supposedly they won, right? And you got the 10 swords in your back, and then here you go. You end up over here. It's not like they're proud of what they did. They're slinking by, all hunched over in shame, because you saw the truth. You saw the truth. You made it all the way to the water. So even though they might have got one up on you for a little bit, you now know the truth. That's it. You made it all the way to the water. You were able to wash away the illusion, see clearly, and now you've got 8 wands. You've got heavy backup coming in. These all just popped out in a stack, so I'm going to take the whole stack here. I've got the Hanged Man, but it came out in the reverse, so he looks like he's upright. And this, to me, is reading like, well, they tried to get rid of you, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Because you have God on your side, the God of your understanding. You have him on your side. So if you want to walk away from, from what is no longer serving you in life, towards better opportunities, towards those ships, like that journey. And that might mean achieving a personal milestone for yourself, or a certain financial bracket, or being able to go on a certain trip with your kids, or go for the promotion at work. The ships coming in here they're representative of whatever fits your situation, right? But, you might have to make some sacrifices, and you might have to go through some hard moments, some betrayals. Maybe you lose some people along the way, Maybe some people see you growing and they don't want to grow with you, and that leads to some, hurt feelings, and then getting stabbed in the back. Figuratively, of course. But here we go. Then you've got the backup coming in. They tried to, Hanged Man couldn't be hanged. He's in the upright. He's shining. Look, he literally has a halo. And here's the Queen of Swords. She looks like she's reigning justice. She looks like that, like that's the sword of justice. Queen of Swords, just whew. Maybe she's the one bringing in the backup. Oh my, and here comes, yup, the Knight of Swords. That's fast energy. She's sending in the Knight for you with the Queen of Cups. Now this was in reverse. She looks mad. She's staring at this like, and there's water all around her. I'm just noticing that too. We've got the High Priestess was the last card that came out. But she's staring at this like goblet. I don't know what that thing is. She's holding this thing in her hand, this beautiful ornate gold like goblet or decorative piece. It's got two dark angels on the sides of it. And she's furrowing her brow, or maybe focusing just very intently. But she seems kind of upset. Why is she upset? Who is this Queen of Cups? And then the High Priestess came out. So I feel like you're coming out of this, the High Priestess, because you've been through it. You've been through it and you've learned along the way who to trust, who not to trust, when to go for it, when to take the leaps. And then the backup comes in. And you emerge as the High Priestess. You have all this wisdom that you wouldn't have gained had you just stayed on the top of that hill with your 3 wands and never gotten on those boats and gone for the journey. Even though it had its ups and downs, you know, you had people trying to come after you and trip you up, but it doesn't work. You got backup coming in. The Queen of Swords sends in the Knight of Swords. They mess up whoever they need to mess up for you in the spirit realm, right? And then in real life, what happens is peace. Because you now have the lived wisdom. And I'm looking here, there's 2 pillars on either side of the High Priestess, a white and a black pillar, and they're solid in perfect harmony because learned wisdom can be applied in all situations. So it's a beautiful balanced wisdom that she holds. And she's the master. She's the High Priestess. And that can only be achieved through living it and embodying it. And you're going through it right now. I want to look up this Queen of Cups real quick. Interesting. So the Queen of Cups actually means really positive things, but that's not what I'm getting from this. From this card. It says, beautiful, fair, dreamy, a woman, as one who sees visions in a cup. Honest, devoted, one who will do service. Loving, intelligent, hence the gift of vision, success, happiness, pleasure, and wisdom. It's a fake Queen of Cups. That's what they were trying to do. These people, there's a woman and a man here. The woman is taller. She wanted to be the Queen of Cups. She wanted to be the High Priestess, but that's your energy. Wow, she wanted the success. She wanted to be loving and loyal and fair and have the wisdom of the High Priestess. So they tried to stab you in the back. And it didn't work. Wow. So this reading feels like it was just spirit telling you, like, this is all over. This already happened. The only thing that's coming in right now is literally the Queen of Swords sending in her knight. And backing you up with these wands and allowing you, you're not stuck anymore. You're not stuck. You're gonna glow. Look at that halo back there. Glowing with the wisdom that comes from an open crown chakra, right? And from healing and from willingness to learn through your own mistakes. The willingness to forgive when you realize that you've been stabbed in the back, because when you hold on to anger, that causes resentment. And the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess is not a resentful energy. So you can alchemize that stuff. You will forgive this because you understand that the people that do this, they're not actually a threat to you. So it doesn't matter. They tried all of that and they couldn't even stop you. That's a real flex. Wow, I've never had a reading like this before. Usually my readings are very like optimistic and bubbly and positive, because, wow, I don't know who tuned in today, but I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what your situation is. Listen, we've all been through it. We've had to learn who to trust, who we can't trust. I encourage you not to let that hold you back from getting on those ships, taking that journey, taking that chance. Wow, that's a beautiful message. Like, they tried all that and they still can't stop you. They still can't stop you. Calm your mind, slow your breath. Ooh, this is when you find out who it was. Or maybe you already know. Calm your mind, slow your breath, whatever it feels like right now, whatever situation you're in right now in life, you're going to get through it. You have backup coming in. You have to just pray and believe, and it'll come, and take the action, of course. Don't sit around and do nothing, right? And encourage others to do the same. What a beautiful reading. That was weird. I've never tapped into, not weird, but totally different than what I expected. Oh my gosh. And you've got 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. I'm done. I'm done. If you're not subscribed yet already, please subscribe, share this channel if you want to come along and have a fun read every day, and just hang out with me as I learn tarot and continue to tap in and bring channel messages straight to you. At the very least, come on here and say hello. Let me know where you're from, and that's it. Peace out, world.